Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Quincy. I'm a tattoo artist. You guys have to pardon my art area. I got like probably, I don't even know, more than I can count projects going on. So anyways, today I wanted to make a video basically helping out people who are new tattoo artists. I'm fairly new technically because I've only been tattooing for like 3 years and some change. I wanted to help out with people who are either new or somewhat experienced and just want to do practice skin at home. I wanted to teach you guys, or at least show you a way that works for me to get a clean stencil on practice skin. Techniques that work for me. I remember there's many times whenever I was trying to do the tattoo skin or the practice skin and get a good stencil, and I was getting really mad because I couldn't get it to stick, or it would go on and be too blurry. I'd use a small amount, couldn't get the lines to show up, use a large amount, and then everything bled out and got super blurry and I lost all my details. So today I'm going to show you guys the two different things that I found out works for me. So here we go. Alright, don't mind my floor in my area. A lot of chemicals and paint and everything has gotten on the floor and messed it up. Looked way better when I first got it done. Alright, so first thing you want to do, get your little work area ready. Get your practice skin. Throw that bad boy down. Good to go. Alright, next thing you do, get yourself some gloves on. Now you want to clean your practice skin. You can utilize some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, either on a cloth or spray it and then use paper towel. Basically you want to clean the surface, kind of like you would like you're prepping a client, cleaning their skin to get the bacteria or any kind of dirt or dust off and whatever, excess dead skin. So you want to go ahead and give that a cool little wipe. Make sure there's no dust buildup or dirt or anything else. Maybe there's some weird substance on the skin from the packaging or from the factory that it came from. I'm going to go ahead and get that all off of there real quick. Just like that. Alright, we're good. Alright, next thing we do, get some baby powder. Put a little bit on there. Alright. So you want to take that and kind of rub that baby powder in on the canvas. Makes it a little smooth. I don't know exactly what this does. Maybe it gives it more of a surface similar to skin, since I would imagine that the powder kind of becomes an absorbent, or it's more absorbable, whatever you would call it. But anyways, I think it's makes it easier for the stencil ink to be absorbed onto the canvas. So that should be good right there. Alright, now you want to get some stencil gel. Right now I'm using Stencil Magic. I'm not being paid by Dynamic to shout them out. It's just one of the extra bottles I had at home. So I tattoo in a shop, so this is all extra supplies for my practice at home. Stencil stuff works just as good. So you want to get a little amount, nothing too crazy. You know what? We'll go ahead and be generous. We'll put a little bit more on there. Why not? And go ahead and rub that on there. Get nice and lathered up. Make sure you get the whole thing. Get an even coat. Rub it in pretty good. And you can feel that if you've already tried to stencil on some practice skin before and you've utilized just the stencil gel and then you try this method, you can tell there's a little bit difference. A little bit of a difference in the way that it feels when you're rubbing it down. Alright, that should be good. Now, I usually take my gloves off just so I can make sure I don't get any of the stencil gel on the stencil and all that good stuff. And if you're tattooing a real person, don't take your gloves off. Not good. Not a good idea. Alright, anyways, now we take, for today's thing, we got a little Post Malone stencil. I would prefer to do this on a larger canvas, but this is all I have left. This is my smaller second skins. So you just want to be real gentle, make sure you got a good placement because you can't do it again. Boom. Lightly pat that on there. You can see it starting to soak. Okay. Now you want to be real gentle because it's very finicky. Stencil skin is not very forgiving. Or fake skin, I should say, not stencil skin. Alright, so you see it's already starting to do its thing. So then, what I like to do is I've seen people use sponges, which I imagine would be better, but I also make t-shirts at home with my Cricut, so I decided to use this. Kind of just place it over, Give some pressure so that way it's even. Your fingers are not a flat surface, or an even surface I should say. You ain't gotta be super long. That should be good. You take that back. We'll go ahead and peel this off, see what this bad boy's talking about. Now I wish I would have done this video with the first one I tried, because that stencil came out perfect. So we'll see how she's looking. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all, actually. It's really good. So as you can see, the stencil came off, well, actually, let me word it this way. The stencil went on pretty good. Here, I'll kind of move the camera for you guys. So you can see it went on fairly well. You see it's got all the details in the eyes and the hair and everything. Everything transfers pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's not like a perfect stencil. Obviously one on real skin always comes out better in my experience. But, boom, you got a stencil. So it's ready to go. Now I wouldn't tattoo this right off the bat, because you're going to have the issue of it smearing. So this is way more problematic with smearing and messing up your stencil and losing your stencil if you just go to it even after just like 10 minutes, because it's not like human skin. Human skin's actually going to absorb the ink into the skin way faster. Normally with my clients I wait anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes to do their tattoo, get started after the stencil's been placed. Now with this, there's been times where I've only waited for about an hour, and then for the most part I was okay to tattoo. But I did notice a lot of the stuff was starting to come off, so whenever I was tattooing, I'd try to start in one area and keep my hands away from the stencil and work my way in, you know. And then instead of wiping, you're blotting with the paper towel. That way you minimize moving your stencil and all that good stuff. And I still utilize my tattoo glide on the stencil as if it was a real person, because that'll help lubricate, and whenever you get that ink on the skin, when you blot it, it'll help it stick to the paper towel and get it off the surface. So yeah, you guys are good to go. Now what I recommend is letting it sit overnight and then come back the next day and then tattoo it. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this technique. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next technique that works well for me. Alright guys, so your other method isn't very hard. Get you a big practice skin or small, whatever size, doesn't matter. What you want to do is find a wall, place your tattoo skin up on there. And I usually use little push pins. Get them from Dollar Tree. Boom. So then you just hang your canvas, and basically what you do is get like a little chair or stool or whatever and just set it up so far away, and then you set up your projector, aim it at the skin. Obviously when you project onto here your image in Procreate, how you can move your canvas and resize, you just adjust it that way to get it to fit on your canvas and make it straight. And then you just kind of come from the side and just kind of work your way through, and sometimes it could be a little bit of a process. It might be a little bit painful for your arms sitting in a weird way, because I was like sitting on the ground reaching up drawing, and then just basically trace the image with your marker and boom, you got a stencil. It's pretty easy if you got a projector. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys tuning into my video today. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe out there. Get yourself tattooing. Peace.